Morning everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison and today we'll be going over the charts for Bitcoin, looking at what Bitcoin could do next. We've got a bullish scenario, less bullish than kind of bearish, and a bearish scenario as well. We'll look over the markets overall, see what's happening, and we'll look at a few charts as well and a couple of news stories as well to go with that. Okay, I'm just going to turn this down a wee bit actually. That's a wee bit bright, man. The gamma's up too much. Turn the gamma down. Makes me look a wee bit more tanned. Right, turn that down. Right, that's it. Okay, just see if anybody's in the house. I'm not expecting a lot of people in just now because of the Bitcoin price falling, but we'll see. I'm just making sure. Yep, we've got a few people in just now, so I'm just going to dive over and jump over to the chat area just now. We have Chris Camus is in the house. Welcome to you. RC the Hawthorns is in. Good to see you, Richard. G Slick is in the house. Mac Paul and Mike D is with us as well. One of our brilliant admins. Good to see you here, Mike. Honest Crypto Journey is with us as well. Good to see you, Stuart. Got Ajmal Salim is in. And Tony Fernandez Young. Chris Camus, Honest Crypto, all good in yourself. Martin Gakir is in the house as well this morning. So we'll dive into the markets just now and see what is happening. Membrana, I was looking at Membrana just before we came on, just to see where it is. And I recommended Membrana to the premium group at 51 Satoshi, I think it was. It's now up to around about 62 Satoshi, and it's still a low cap. And I've got another low cap one I'm kind of writing a report on. Release the report, I've finished the report. I'll release that today or tomorrow. I'm just waiting on the team, Elvin and ShareRing, releasing some kind of other things before I'm going to release my report on ShareRing. ShareRing has gone up just now. Where has it gone up to? And I'm not in it just yet. That's why I'm laughing, because I've been talking about it since 15 Satoshi, since Mark kind of got me into it. Yeah, it's now up to 39.40 Satoshi just now. 40 mid price for the Satoshi level, and I said okay, it's going to go up to 50, come back down a wee bit, then go up to 77. And it's following that pattern quite perfectly, but I'm not in it still. But I'm going to do the report, I'm going to do the video anyway. It's going to help the ShareRing team as well, and I'm going to do a service for companies like ShareRing that are kind of low caps, and possibly think about doing a service whereby I'll kind of do a lot of research on it. I'll do the report, I'll do a video, and I'll basically become an ambassador, but it'll be like a paid consultant kind of thing. So I'm going to launch that service, so that's what I'm going to do with ShareRing as well, just put it into a portfolio type of thing. So that's what I'm going to do, that's the plan. But ShareRing, I was planning on investing in it, but I'm stuck in hot at the moment. I still think that's going to go up, so I'm not too peed off, but it could have been on ShareRing a long time ago. But it's doing well, it's doing brilliant, and it looks as if it's going to do even better, and it's still just under 7 million market cap. It was under 6 million, now it's 7 million. So that's what's going on there. Right, okay, we'll look at the markets overall, see what's going on overall. Excuse me. I'll just get this refreshed. Right, we have a Bitcoin price, $8,112 at the moment. That's an aggregated price across the board. And we've got a market capitalization, overall market capitalization of 222 billion. Bitcoin dominance coming down slightly to 65.8%, nothing major. What's doing well? Crypterium is up 18.31%, Sealy 14%. Synthetics Network is up 13%, Bytecoin, Ogre, all in double-digit greens as well. Engine Coin doing well at the moment. Recommended them at 787 in the premium group. And hopefully I think that's up about 10-12% so far since I recommended them. And how much have we got? Probably got about 40% in the green, 60% in the red. So Aurora Coin going down again, 15.49%. VeChain going down 11.37. What's that in Satoshi? 79 Satoshi. I did say it would probably hit around about the 77.80 mark, come back down. So it's kind of, it went up before that, before it came down. And so I do expect that to go back up again. And what else? It's just VeChain and Aurora that's down in double digit reds. MakerSwipe, Komodo, Lisk all down as well, but we're talking just over 5%, not that much in the grand scheme of things. We'll have a look at all the coins listed on CoinMarketCap. Now got 4,842, and this is the ones that traded over $10,000 over the last 24 hours. EXMR is up 422% over the last 24 hours on 139,000 volume, market cap of 1.1 million just now, so that means the market cap was below around about 250,000 before it went up. So I don't know anything about EXMR, but this is the way we look for kind of hidden gems. One of the ways. It's not even the best way, but it's one of the ways to look for hidden gems. Cryptic coin is up 326% on 10,000 volume. I wouldn't pay too much attention to that with the volume. There, library credits is up 72% on 282,000. 3.7 million market cap. That's been around for a while, library credits. And we'll just have a look at EXMR. What the hell is it? Aims to create a world-class crypto payment gateway alongside other services for the crypto community. GetCryptoPayments.com aspires to create an open, safe and fair financial ecosystem for crypto holders. So that's what it is. It jumped up big time. It was at 59 Satoshi the other day. We're now at 1,339. So big, huge jump indeed. And it's kind of hit its all-time high actually. And that's been out for over a year now. So something obviously gone on with that. I don't know about the news. I'll just see if there's anything in the social side. See if that comes up. EXMR has increased its popularity within BitRabbit exchange 13 hours ago. CoinMarketCap. Entire crypto get our XMR FDN. Just like Bitcoin. I don't know what the FDN is. Has a symbol, so we have our symbol. Congratulations, EXMR holders. Right, so that's the symbol for it. Staking started, so got a lot of news coming out. So obviously something going on over there at EXMR, so well done. Just jump back to chat, see if anybody else has joined us. There is Ross Davison is in the house. Welcome to you. Michael Harris, good to see you here. Gordy Boy is back with us. Good to see you back. Marcus Jafari. Stephen King is in. Mark Innes is in as well. Good to see you, mate. Mitch Dieter, London Bobby is back with us from Guam. Chris Gamoo, did you see the list of coins odd gems realised? No, I didn't. I've not seen that. I'll need to check on. I've not checked Twitter today actually. Chris Gamoo, also MCO when it launched MCO USD paid yesterday, it went up to 3.3k. Crazy stuff. Yeah, MCO I've been saying for ages and ages. I don't know, for the last year MCO is going to be huge. And it's growing, it's getting that way just now. MCO is just growing and growing and growing, and it's looking brilliant. Gary Permenta, I'm beginning to think we must be a stubborn lot. No matter what the market does, we embrace a new challenge. We do, and that's the thing about the CYT-Crypto crew as well. It's really good to see you coming back. You keep coming back, even when the markets are down. I know a lot of people kind of fade away and then come back again, but that's cool. But yeah, we keep we keep coming back for more, keeping that positive state of mind. Because we realise what's going to happen. Well, we think we know what's going to happen in the future. And we've got a good chance of that happening in the future as well. The Bitcoin is going to be up to $50,000 or something. If not, I don't know, we'll all meet up and get a beer and drown our sorrows in a pub somewhere. Okay, back to Crypto Bubbles. What's going on at Crypto Bubbles? This is in the last hour. Bitcoin up 16.6%. We can see we're predominantly red. Crypto Bubbles. That's taken a step back. So where are we just now? I'm just looking at Bitcoin price. I'll look at the Bitcoin price. So obviously it's fallen down more. And we'll go to the BTC price. It's not going to make any difference, I don't think. BTC. Well, it does actually. So it shows that Bitcoin price has fallen quicker than the Satoshi value of the coins. You can see the difference there. So predominantly red at the moment. So it looks like it's going to be a red day today. Okay, we'll look at the Fear and Greed Index, 32, same as yesterday. So we're veering towards the fear side. We're going down lower and lower towards that fearful kind of factor. And this is a good thing. Once it becomes extreme fear, when we're talking about the 10 range, that's when to look at it and just go, okay, maybe time to get back in or start looking to buy into Bitcoin and Ethereum and the like. Okay, we'll go to TIE.io. This is looking at sentiment. Bitcoin sentiment, as you'd expect, is 34.63, is very low just now. Mid is round about, or neutral is 50, so 34.63 is quite low. Litecoin 9.49, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that at all, to be honest, a score that low for Litecoin. But the price is not that bad at $55. Ethereum, kind of middling just now. I really like Ethereum, and because everybody's talking about it and talking it down, everybody's talking Ethereum down. I'm even more bullish on it when it comes to things like that. Binance Coin is down on sentiment as well. We'll look at some of the coins that's high on sentiment and see if there's any correlation between price. It tends to be a lagging indicator as well, but sometimes it's a forward-looking indicator. We've got Stratus is up there at 74. Presearch, don't know about Presearch at all, but the relative trading volume is good at 258%. Game credits, relative trading volume 797, down 5.21%, but it's up hugely, or it was up hugely yesterday. What else is doing well? MCO is doing well, or Crypto.com, it's not Monaco anymore, 249% for the relative trading volume, and that's the relative trading volume over the last 30 days average. So it's up 249% on that, and the sentiment score is good as well, and it's up 3.41%. It's only got a market cap of 69 million just now, MCO. MCO is $1 billion market cap project. There's no question in my mind that's $1 billion market cap project. So it's a 15x from here for MCO, I believe. I believe in the future. Matic Network, it's okay, 142%. Up on relative trading volume, and the sentiment is good as well. I think Synthetics Network up 20%, 65 for the sentiment, and up 444%. So what's doing well at the moment? And just see if there's any kind of indication there. We've got Ogre. There's Ogre up there. I don't see it there just now to say anything, but I like looking at this. It gives me some ideas. It gives you an idea of what to kind of look out for, and plus just looking at any direct correlation between price movement and sentiment score as well. It's interesting to look at. Okay, we'll dive back to chat, and then we'll look at the chart for Bitcoin. Michael Harris and G-Slick XMX. Sokjia Ngov is in the house. Morning all. XMX, I haven't heard of that, or have I heard of it? Is that... One sec. I'm going to have to kind of look at that just now. XMAX. Oh, we've seen that, yeah, it was last month. It just kept on going up and up, didn't it? Yeah, it jumped into the top 100 at one point. Yeah, around about then. It was July. Couldn't have been back in July, could it have? Just like a couple of months ago, a month ago or so. But XMAX, we'll look at that later on. ETH1 is in the house as well. G-Slick could give me all these charts to look at. There's no doubt that we're nowhere near mass adoption. We're in so early, perhaps years ahead of Joe Public. It's like getting into Apple, when most thought it was just a fruit. Yeah, exactly. I think, honestly, Stuart, I think that's still the stage. Yeah, I think that was. I didn't even mention, we were at a kind of party a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't even mention kind of Bitcoin or anything, because it's just that glazed look. Nobody knows kind of what I'm talking about, and trying to explain it is quite difficult as well. So we're still at that stage. We're still at that stage. Most people have heard about it, but that's all they've done. So we're nowhere near the tipping point yet. Tipping point, I've been saying for a while as well. It's a couple of years away for the tipping point for the likes of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as a whole. And we just need to clear the decks and get rid of all the shit, to be honest. Once we've got the good stuff and the good projects and the good use case and the good products out there, then that's when it will really kind of take off. But we've got 7,000 projects. Some of them are just absolute garbage, but trying to decipher and trying to sift through the crap is just, it's just like walking through a quagmire, so it is. Actually a nice place to be. It is a nice place to be. It is a nice place to be unless you give up too early. And I think that's what a lot of people are doing. They're just giving up on crypto altogether. And what it's the same in life as well. What happens generally in life is people give up just before the actual success line. So if you imagine that you've got this kind of long line here, and this is all the kind of hard stuff you have to go through to get to this success line here, and beyond that is even more success, more kind of money, whatever success means to you as well. But most people give up round about here just before they hit that success line, or enough success, the tipping point of success, to carry on with it. And that's what's kind of happening. And I've been there myself. I've been there and thinking, should I keep doing this? And a lot of people have, a lot of people watching this have, should I keep on doing it? Or just become a Bitcoin maximalist? And I'm not a Bitcoin maximalist, but I do believe Bitcoin is the predominant one. Same with Ethereum as well, but I still love looking for those hidden gems. And Chris Camus, a nice roller coaster, is indeed, Steve. What's going on with Kava? Oh, it's just going on. It's a low market capitalization coin as well, project. We have to remember Kava is really, it's not low now, but it was, see what it is just now. Yeah, it's only 8.8 million. It was 5 million last week. So it was at 5 million at one point. Where are we? Market cap's not got that. Yeah, 5 million back in the 1st of November. So a couple of weeks ago it was 5 million market capitalization. So we have to remember that it's a low cap coin as well. Just like I was talking to a guy today and asking him about solar panels to mine crypto on. He said his friend mined Bitcoin 6 years or so ago and mined 34 Bitcoin and sold them at 14k. Mad, like 400k. Wow. That's brilliant. Oh, might not be in the future. Okay, let's look at the kind of Bitcoin price. What's happening? 8,071. It looks like there's pressure here. It's going to go down. We have to hold this $8,000. Doesn't look as if we're going to. It's broken this kind of wedge here. We have to hold that $8,000. It's holding it just now, just by the skin of its teeth. The volume is down, and there's no kind of volume kind of pushing it up, or there's no kind of major kind of fundamental news that's going to push it up. So it looks as if there's more pressure, selling pressure on this. So I'm thinking 7,600, 7,400 is the next level for Bitcoin price if it falls below that $8,000. If not, we need a bounce, a hard bounce from the $8,000 back into this wedge and through the wedge at 8,500 for it to become bullish again. So it doesn't look, there's very little kind of bullish indicators there, possibly a MACD divergence, but I don't see real bullish kind of sentiment at the moment. It's just this $8,000 level that we're holding on to. If it manages to hold that, that would be bullish, and that would be a bullish sign. It would give us kind of some hope that it's going to hold that. So we'll need to wait and see, but at the moment it looks as if it's going to fall down and break below this $8,000. Possibly we'll find out today, and we'll probably find out today it's going to break that $8,000, but there is a chance it's going to bounce off 8,000 and jump back up, but it needs a hard bounce from here. So hopefully we can do that. Now I'm just going to look at a few of the coins on, where are we? There we are. There's KuCoin. There's KuCoin. But look at KuCoin first. Just make sure this is up to date. Yeah, KuCoin Coty. Alright, okay. That's one of the ones I was looking at. Okay, Coty up 6.94%. This is on KuCoin Plus. Coty, I don't know, we didn't actually look into it. We did look into it a couple of weeks ago and said it could be a possible contender for a good hidden gem. 1.9 million market cap. It was as low as 800,000 market capitalization. So possibly one to look at as well. I'm looking at so many hidden gems just now, and there's a lot of research involved in it. I've been saying this before. There's a lot of research. Like I was writing the report on ShareRing, and it's literally taken about 10 hours just to do the kind of research on it and look into it more and look into the industry more, and the sharing kind of industry and how much that is worth, how much it could be worth. Like we're talking about the sharing industry, and when we're talking about the sharing industry, we're talking about if you're renting out your car or Airbnb, and so that's kind of part of the sharing industry. where we're sharing kind of more and more. We're not buying outright. We're actually starting to share more, and we can make money more. There's a win-win-win situation with the sharing economy. And the sharing economy, the win-win-win is you win because it's cheaper prices, the person who's renting it out wins because they get to make money, and the company who facilitates the whole process is making money as well of a small commission transaction fees. And so that's why it's a brilliant business model that I love this kind of sharing economy just now, but it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. And it's only just getting started just now. And this is why I was kind of doing the report on sharing and looking at the industry as a whole. But it's literally taken probably, 24 hours of time, actual time in it, just to do kind of reports and look at all of that. But it's worth it. I think it's worth it. So that's why I can't do too many hidden gems, because you have to sift through some shite, to be honest, to get through to the good stuff. Coty looks like a good one though. We looked at that a couple of weeks ago. There was another one, Membrana, MBN, I kind of recommended that at 51 Satoshi. Where are they just now? 62 Satoshi. It's up, but look at the market cap, 379,000. Just now, the highest it's been is 543. So I'm looking at that just now. I've not done the deep dive yet. I've not done the report because I was looking at sharing. So sharing, where are they just now? Just have a quick look. 4041 is just now. So, right, what was it doing before that? I've just forgotten what it was doing before that. Yeah, I was just talking about that. Why was I talking about? I can't remember. My head's so full of mints. Okay, no, that's what we're doing. We're going to look at KuCoin. That's what we're doing. Excuse me, I do apologise. So that's up. Coty is up, what, about 93%? And it's still coming up this all-time low. So we've got to remember that as well. We're up 155 just now. Only probably a couple of months ago, it was up to 650. So it has a way to go, but I'm not recommending that. Do your own research. I'm just kind of looking at it. I have been looking at it, and it does, on the whole, on the face of it, look quite good. Kik is up 50%, I think, on low volume. Yeah, 0.29 Bitcoin worth. Loki looks a good one as well. That is up, but that has been as low as 1200. It's now at 4098. And it has been as high as 5,554. Bolt is doing well as well. That's just kind of bolting out there, and it's got this cup and handle formation here. So it looks as if it's going to hit around about the 26,000 mark. Is it 26,000? It's not 26,000. It's 265, isn't it? It's not even that. It's 21. So it looks as if it's going to hit 26 Satoshi and come back down. Is that 26? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 266. It's because this is 10 decimal places for KuCoin. I need to get that changed. Scales property. Decimal place. It's just gone default. I'll just leave it. SNX was seen. That's jumped up. What's the volume? 23 Bitcoin worth. That's good. And look at the big rise from 1,300 up to 14,000. So a 10xer for SNX as well. BPT is going up again. Where are backs? We looked at backs the other day. What they're doing just now. Just because I know somebody's going to ask on it as well. You can look at it. 294. It's come down a wee bit. As you'd expect, it's had a parabolic rise. What is the rise? From 34, 1,000%. It's went up 10x. So you'd expect a bit of a pullback here before it goes back up again, if it's going to go back up again. So that is on KuCoin. Still brilliant tokens to be had on KuCoin, but it's just the liquidity, so you have to trade in a different way when you're trading on KuCoin. Right, hot. I mentioned I'm still in hot at the moment. So we've got a 561 scenario here, but it is at 1011 just now. But I'm staying in it just now because I missed a cut off. I wasn't here all day yesterday, or Monday, sorry, I wasn't here all day Monday, so I missed looking at the order books, because usually what I do is I look at the order books. If it's one Satoshi that I'm going to sell, I'll look at the order books and sell back in. So I could have sold back out 11 Satoshi, possibly, but it might go back up again. It might do a kind of U-turn, So we've got a 61 buy to sell ratio at the moment, which is good. So I'm keeping a hold of HOT just now. I still think it's going to go up. Still looking at the TA point of view, still looks as if it's going to go up as well. Just going to weekly for that. What's it doing on a weekly? 12 Satoshi, it might get up there before the end of the week. 18th, yeah, it's still got 5 days. So it's not looking too bad at all, Hop. So I'll wait and see. If this order book changes quite quickly, then I'll get out at 10 with a 10% loss on that. Okay, who is up at the top? Kava, doing brilliant. And it's just kind of hitting its all-time high. Yeah. Coming up for its peak on its all-time high. I think it was 19,000. Yep, 19,000 there. So it looks like it's going to surpass that soon. But still only 8 million market cap. Ogre is up 13% as well. That's on a weekly. We'll look on the daily. So still low when you look at it from the bigger picture. Vib is up 13%. HOT up 10%, but it's not really kind of big move. It's just trading between 10 and 11, so it's not really up 10%. Key has just moved up 10% as well. ZRX moving. Matic. Engine Coin as well. I expect this to go up. Much bigger rise than this. And where are we just now? If we look at Engine Coin, take a wee look at. I think this is a really good one to look at just now. So if we look at the levels for Engine Coin just now, so we're looking to break, and we're just kind of breaking it just now. We need to get through this A20 level. I say we, but I'm just talking about kind of Engine Coin as a whole. So A20 level, it needs to break that to kind of move up to the next level. And this is kind of a resistance area. We've got a weak kind of resistance around about the 935 area. And then you're talking up into the 1000 area. So we're going to break that. I think Engine Coin is going to break that and it's going to shoot through that. And I'm expecting, really, I'm expecting it to go up to near the 2000 level again. 2000 Satoshi level. I'm not saying within the next week or so, but I expect it to go up kind of big time from here. So I think the risk to reward ratio for Engine Coin is really quite good. We have to go in here. And if we're going up to 2000, I don't think it's going to do that quickly, but if we're going up to 2000, you're talking about 145% increase. If you're to put the stop loss around about here, what would be the risk to reward? 9.25. That's if it was to get up to kind of that level and be 144% increase. But to get to this level, 12% increase. I think that's easily achievable with a stop loss of 15% there. No, you wouldn't put it that low. I think it's going to be higher than that. So I think Engine Coin is a really good prospect at the moment, short term and longer term. There's no doubt in my mind for longer term. We have been as high as 6,500, and we've seen a big parabolic rise of kind of 600%. I think it could do that again. I think it's gearing up to do that again, if I'm being really honest. But over the longer term, what was the... I'm just going to measure this point to the midpoint, and that's 251 days. So I'm going to say that Engine Coin is going to be up to around about the $6,500, the 6,500 Satoshi level again by this time, I'd say by May. So around about the halving of Bitcoin, I think Engine Coin is going to be up to 6,500. I think we're coming down. We're just at the bottom of a cup here just now, and we're going to go back up and back up to that 6,500 Satoshi level, and that is a 600% increase from here. So the risk reward on Engine Coin is brilliant. It's fantastic, I think, in my opinion. Do your own research and all that. What else is doing well? I think that's it. There's a lot of coins doing well. They're up in the percentage points. How many pages is in the red? Not that many, a couple of 3 pages in the red. And considering where the Bitcoin price is, I think that's actually quite good. Just seeing. It's dropping there, that's fine. Okay, we'll look at some of the charts, then we'll go on to look at the headlines. And you gave me some of the charts. XMX, we looked at briefly.
Here's a result from the web.
Something Siri has picked up. And this is the charts for XMAX. I don't think XMAX can I get XMAX on here? XMAX. Oh, I can. It's on Huobi. Right, XMAX was seen the parabolic rise. That was back in June. And a big huge rise of 1,200% or something. Put a dollar in, get $12 back. And it's kind of middle of the road there just now. It's not looking good at the moment on the daily. And it's kind of dancing with the 50 EMA there around about September. From September time, so it's just kind of trading sideways at the moment. So from a TA point of view, nothing much happening at the moment. I don't know from a fundamental point of view because I don't really know it, to be honest. CV, we'll have a look at CV as well. Card vertical, CV BTC, and it's not there, so I need to look on charts. And this is all from G-Slick. CV BTC. Let's have a wee look what's going on here from a technical point of view. Nothing much. Alright, okay, just 1 wee second. Is that from Coin Paprika? Yeah, that's giving crap information, to be honest, so we'll not look at Coin Paprika. Coin Market Cap we'll do instead. Yeah, totally different. Okay, 3 Satoshi. It did jump up to 43. What the hell happened there? That was on a daily. So goodness knows what happened there, but obviously it looked like a pump and dump there for about 3 days. That's unusual. Usually it does it if it's a pump and dump, it's usually within a day, but it's definitely a pump and dump there. Something's happened there. Is that an exit pump and dump? A car vertical? Has something happened with car vertical? Just don't know. Telcoin. I think they'll be on as well. Tel, BTC. Yep, they are indeed. Hit BTC, it's on. Doesn't look good from a daily point of view. Looks as if it's hitting the all-time low again. Bouncing. Might get a double bottom here. Or a treble bottom, to be honest. And if it's a treble bottom, that's not a good indicator. So it might actually fall below that. Excuse me. So we've got the bottom here. Then we got another, and that was a double bottom, and it bounced from here. Went up about 50%, but we're getting another kind of bottom in here. And if it knocks on the door of a kind of previous bottom as well, more than a few times, then it's more than likely that it's going to fall through that bottom. So Telcoin might be going down further, or it might bounce from here, but higher chance it's going to go below the level here just now. So we'll see we've got Tel ETH, yeah, we've got Tel Ethereum. What's the bottom for that? Around about 141 GWI, 175 at the moment. Looks as if it's going to fall down further, unfortunately. Just looking at TA. ETN, BTC. And we'll look at Huobi. And coming off, daily's crossing over the 50 EMA, which is a good sign. We'll look at some resistance levels. Probably talking about here, 49 for the next resistance level. We can go through that. You're looking at next resistance level of 58 and then 70 resistance levels for ETN as well. So that'd be the numbers to look out for, but looking good at the moment. Volume is not that good, that's the only thing I'd be looking at. Volume is not good. The MACD will have crossed over as well. Don't know what the RSI is. I would imagine that would be quite high at the moment. We'll just have a wee look. And we'll just go Tel BTC. It's 36 just now, so it's good. Why is the MACD? Oh, that's. Are we looking at that? No, I'm looking at a different one, aren't we? Goodness sake, man, get together. Electronium, it's ETN. ETN, BTC. Right, yeah, sorry, the RSI is quite high at 70. We did cross over on the MACD at 39 Satoshi. That'd have been a good rise. Volume is quite low as well. So just be careful with it just now, but you've got the levels there that we're looking at. So your next kind of obvious one is 49. You need to break through that 49. Okay, what the chat? I got a feeling it was BTC was going to spike any day now. Every time people lose confidence, it skyrockets. That's what I was talking about, the fear and greed index. When it goes down to extreme fear, that's when to look at it and say, this might be the good time to get in. What is Bolt involved and what's their business model? I don't know too much about Bolt. Tank Buddha, what do you think about Digitex? They have a testnet launch on the 30th of November. I'm currently testing it just now. Digitex, the platform, it's okay. It's okay just now, so I'm testing it at the moment. I've got it on my laptop actually that I'm testing, and it's not brilliant. It's not a brilliant kind of exchange to kind of trade on, but it's okay. I'm not really into Digitex at the moment, but I recognise that they're going to be coming out with this exchange, so this could literally just explode anytime once they start onboarding users, and it looks as if they've got the exchange right this time. Obviously, a lot of people lost a lot of confidence in Adam and the team and the kind of project as a whole, but they could pull this out of the bag. If they do, this could really, the roof could blow off Digitex, to be honest, if they get even a fraction of that market for the futures market. Go Engine, same market. Yeah, I think it's going to go up much bigger from here. Mark, I know you got in kind of ICO stage as well, which is brilliant. G-Slick, think Vet has another partnership in China again just now. Excellent. We'll just have a look. VeChain Foundation. That's November the 18th. Bitrue Cat VeChain and Bitrue AMA. About watch it now. That's not major news. It's VeChain on a panel on blockchain. That was November the 15th. So that's good. VeChain for the long term I think is brilliant, but I think it's just risen from what, 46. I think I recommended it 46, went up to 92, so went up 100%. So it's due a wee comeback, so I wouldn't be too worried about it. Wabi is another one recommended at 1600, now up about 2800. It's doing fantastic just now. And I said that was probably going to go up to 3,200, go up 100%, and it almost has, not quite there yet. And 2,640. And I think at these levels, 3,200. I said it was going to hit around about here. Not quite there yet, but it's going to hit that, 3,200. And as I said, I recommended that in the premium group at 1,600. It's doing brilliantly at the moment. Wabi, RSR, please. John Graham is in the house. Welcome to you, John. RSR. We'll look at them. We'll look at the quick headlines. RSR, BTC. That's on Huobi. Okay, so the bottom is in at 18 Satoshi. So from that point of view, it's good. Where are RSR just now? Reserved rights. RSR. Let's see. Market cap of 7.8 million. So from a technical point of view, we're looking for kind of the risk to reward ratio here. I don't know the fundamentals to it. Obviously, don't look at, I've kind of heard of RSR obviously. Comprises two tokens, reserve token, decentralized stablecoin, and reserve token, blah, blah, blah. Reserve movement describes itself as a collection of people who believe that cryptocurrency can do better than fiat money and that none of the existing options will be able to scale to global use, maintain stable purchasing power and not to be shut down. The team's goal is making it most accessible, economically strongest and most robust to attack currency and over time convince a large portion of the world to replace other currencies with it. So it's cryptocurrency obviously predominantly. Well, it is cryptocurrency. It's only 7.8 million market cap. So risk to reward is good on this as well because the lowest it's been is about 18. So you'd say that you'd put your kind of stop loss there. If you're going in long term, you put your stop loss at 17 and then go in at this price. With a market cap of 7.8 million. If the fundamentals are good, if you've been looking at fundamentals and you think it's good, then it looks like a really good prospect from a TA point of view and looking at the some of the fundamentals there. Okay, quick look at the news headlines. What I was looking at, what caught my eye this morning. Okay, Facebook Pay could potentially impact Bitcoin's market. So, Fox, a cryptocurrency prime dealer, recently released a report discussing the current market sentiment in digital asset industry and the impact of Facebook's Libra on Bitcoin's ecosystem. So what they're saying is that Facebook Libra, if they do release it, and it's not been released, remember, they're under all this kind of scrutiny from the government, is it could have an impact on the Bitcoin price, and they're kind of looking at correlation between when Facebook were kind of up before Congress and when kind of MasterCard and eBay and Visa kind of pulled out of Libra, etc. And they kind of correlated it with the Bitcoin price going up and down. And with that, and the most prominent drop occurred on the 23rd of October when Mark Zuckerberg testified before the US Congress, and Bitcoin registered a drop of over 7.5%. The report said, and this is the kind of important part, whether or not you believe that Libra ought to have a bearing on Bitcoin, the market may be watching Libra for signals about broader enterprise sentiment towards an adoption of crypto and blockchain technologies. So that's about, I was kind of interested in there. This is about the sentiment of cryptocurrency markets as a whole. It's not about Libra per se, but it's about the sentiment, and this is why they're saying Bitcoin may have dropped in price when Mark Zuckerberg got kind of slated on the 23rd of October. So yeah, that's kind of, it's looking at the sentiment there, and obviously the sentiment from the government, which you'd expect, is not high because it threatens their whole way of existence, to be honest. And that's why. And if that is happening, you can be damn sure they're not going to willingly let an upstart like Facebook Libra kind of come in. But that's kind of the correlation there, I think, is why Bitcoin went down. That's what they're saying it went down for. That's the reason. But it's interesting to look at again, sentiment. Mike Novogratz wants your grandma to buy Bitcoin. I thought that was a good headline. According to Bloomberg Galaxy Digital, CEO Novogratz has launched 2 Bitcoin funds that specifically target the generation of baby boomers. And that's Americans who were born 1946 and 1964. It's not just Americans who were born between then, but we've got Americans here. Crypto states that elderly people tend to steer clear of highly speculative asset class, and he wants to change that with his new investment products. According to CoinRadar survey, almost 70% of respondents over 55 says they didn't own Bitcoin and didn't plan to buy it. So he's looking to target the kind of rich kind of class. He says while millennials tend to be the most crypto-friendly nation, which is true, their wealth is 12 times smaller compared to that of baby boomers, who represent the lion's share of America's 1%ers. So that's the kind of class he's going for. That's the demographic he's looking to go for. I think that's a good idea. I think it's a good thing. So this is really about education as well. Fidelity wins trading license in New York. Hooray to Bitcoin. Bitcoin adoption on Wall Street is looking real as 2.8 trillion financial giant wins a license to trade and custody it. That's the important thing here, custody it. That's a kind of important step there. So this is a kind of physical backed, and to keep it a custodial kind of service as well. So it's going to be, well, it's not really physical backed, but they can keep custody of it as well for the clients. So it means the clients don't have to kind of get a wallet, they don't have to get an address or anything like that. They can just buy it, and this is institutions as well. It's going to be physically backed, which is good, which is a good thing. Possibly a good thing. So they've got the New York license. So that's 2 New York licenses that have came out in the last couple of weeks, or the NYDFS has come out with. It's looking good. I think that's a good sign. And just checking on the Bitcoin price as we talk here as well, still 8,072. Fidelity Digital Assets have now authorised to operate crypto custody platforms, so just kind of looked at that. So that's just more of the news story there. Istanbul to Berlin, Ethereum milestones on the road to serenity. This was just a quick look at kind of Ethereum and where they're going just now with the kind of upcoming Istanbul as well, what's happening with all of that. I'm still really bullish on Ethereum. A lot of people aren't, which is why I'm even more bullish on it. So it's a 2.1 million Satoshi level just now. Still think it's going to go up big time, Ethereum. And yeah, I'm going to buy more once I get more money into the pension fund as well. I will be buying more of them. Millennials increasingly prefer Bitcoin to gold or real estate. That's just kind of obvious. As well, kind of looked at this before. This is from CoinShares, has released a report that outlines a number of trends in the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency market in 2019. and they're talking about millennials prefer, obviously, kind of Bitcoin to gold and real estate. That's kind of what they're looking at there. Bobby Lee, Bitcoin will overtake gold's market cap by 2028. So this is Bobby Lee, the former CEO of Bitcoin exchange BTC, shared his thoughts on some of the most pressing matters with the cryptocurrency field. However, Lee, according to the crypto veteran, the estimated current supply of physical gold is roughly 180,000 tonnes, which at current prices puts its capitalisation around 8 trillion. One can quickly see how it might be a challenging task for Bitcoin to match this, given its current market cap of around 150 billion. So it really means here, let me just go here, it's worth noting, however, that Lee's prognosis to come true, a single Bitcoin would have to be worth just shy of $500,000, given its current circulating supply, for that to happen, to get to $8 trillion. Are we going to get there one day? Probably. Ethereum is more usable and functional on the internet. New data shows, and this is me kind of doing research, my kind of bias towards the good news on Ethereum. And that's what that's about, just saying it's more functional and it's got a bigger use case than it had before. That's kind of new data on that. Want to look at that. Top Bitcoin trader on BitMEX says he's long and strong as BTC price struggles to hold $8,000. This is Flood, is kind of going long here. The trader took a jab at those traders who want to short BTC based on current bearish sentiment, adding that true chads are long and strong on the orange coin as of now. And they've got him in the kind of news just now on you today because they predicted a bullish move days before the BTC price spiked by more than 30% on October the 25th. So that's the news headlines. Is there any more? Don't think so. Nope. Have another wee look at BTC. I kind of half expected this to kind of fall below the $8,000 as we were kind of chatting. It's getting there, but I just need that to bounce. Need a big bounce from here. How many people we got in just now? 33 people watching. If you're watching just now, just say hello if you've not already. Thinking of buying an FG Black miner to mine Digibyte, the best blockchain on earth. You had to get that mention of Digibyte in, didn't you? I think Superman sold his CV. Martin Gakia. He's out of it altogether now, isn't he? Superman just didn't come back. I know he said he was kind of giving up. And he kind of put that. I wonder if he's done any more videos since. Can you put that video out? I've had enough. Yeah, he's not done any since. 3 weeks ago. Crypto Dread here late, but I'll catch a return when I get up. Brilliant to see you here, mate. And thanks for joining us all the way from sunny Florida. It won't be sunny just now because it's 4:20 in the morning. Okay, I think I'll leave it there just now. Just like saying smash the likes. Yeah, I'll leave it there just now. We'll just have one last look at Bitcoin price. 8,073. And we'll go up. We'll be a bit decadent and we'll go up to the 4-hour level. Yeah, it's kind of knocked on the door a couple of times with the 8,000, but it needs to bounce from here. Okay, that's it. I'm going to leave it there just now. Have a brilliant day, whatever you're doing. Thanks for joining me for Coffee and Crypto, and I will see you same time, same place tomorrow. Until then, namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.